Hi everyone. Hello. Just coming on here after the England Argentina semi-final, and that was a classic match. And yeah, it was a repeat of they played in Mexico 40 years earlier in the dramatic quarterfinal, England versus Argentina, which I wasn't born. I wasn't born then, but yeah, they England, Argentina was the hand of God by Maradona. Maradona scored one of the greatest solo goals of all time. And so there's a bit of a history there. And also in 1998, when I was very little, when David Beckham got sent off, I think. But I've only heard about it though. I didn't actually watch the game because I was only a little kid. But the history between these teams, especially in the location in Mexico as well. And you know, I thought this was England's time. They had the players in all positions. They had really good defenders, really good midfielders like Declan Rice, really good attacking players like um, Jude Bellingham, Saka, Rashford, and and even players that didn't even make the squad. Like I don't think Jack Grealish and Phil Foden made the squad, and they're very, very talented players. I don't think even Cole Palmer made the squad. Just shows the level of depth that they had, and they've probably got the best striker in the world at the moment in Harry Kane, who's just such an amazing goal scorer. So I thought this was their time, and they went 1-0 ahead. Was and yeah, this was it. But Thomas Tuchel, who has definitely like had some amazing achievements, especially with that Champions League win against Chelsea, where I think the season before that, or 2 seasons before that, Chelsea had a transfer ban, and yet so they hadn't been pumping players in consecutively for seasons, and yet he guided them to a Champions League victory against a very quality Manchester City team back in 2021. I thought, this is gonna be England's time, but full credit to Argentina. They just showed what they're capable of and the attacking brilliance that they've got. And Messi is just his talent is unbelievable. He's the gift of talent, his technique, his natural ability is like we've never seen in football. I don't even know if we've ever seen it in any sport. He's just absolutely phenomenal. And congratulations to Argentina. I went there and they've been getting a lot of like criticism, and Argentina don't deserve the criticism. I've met several Argentinian people. They're very lovely people, and I'm very happy for them. And I was going for them 3.5 years ago when they won the World Cup against France, and I'm going, I'm really happy that they won. And yeah, but the mistake that England made was and a lot of English like commentators and sort of sports in like sports podcasters have said that, or football YouTubers, they've said that they just defended with like over 20 minutes left. They took the 1-0 lead, and not only did they defend really, not only did they make the mistake of sitting back, they didn't close down the Argentinian attackers. The defenders were just in the box. They were standing in the box. They didn't shut down Messi or any of the other players, and they just allowed them room to move. And Pickford pulled off some really amazing saves. And Pickford's a player that he's played some big matches for England, but he hasn't played at club level like Champions League finals, FA Cup finals. The biggest match I think he's played for Everton was a final day relegation battle in 2023, where against Bournemouth, which Everton survived. But yeah, he really stood up, Jordan Pickford. He really did it. And McAllister, I think it was from Brighton, hit the post twice, and it was only inevitable that Argentina were going to capitalize, and they got the win in the end. And also, and you can also see the difference as well when in the last couple, well, I think they had 1 or 2 minutes when England were trying to like obviously equalize so they could send it to extra time. the Argentinian defenders just pressurized the English attacking players. They weren't the players in the last few minutes weren't able to get crosses in. They weren't able to have clear shots of goal because the Argentinian players just pressurized them. And you know that's why they got the victory. And full credit to Lionel Scaloni. He's built a dynasty from 2021 to now. You know, this could be 4 major tournaments in a row. This was a team that in the 2010s seemed very, very unlucky in finals. Yeah, you had 3 finals in a row in the 2014 World Cup and the 2 Copa Americas in a row, which was a little bit odd. I know it seems a little bit odd, but that's how it worked at that time. And Higuain missed golden opportunities in all of them, and that denied Argentina titles. And 2018, they just scraped in the World Cup, and they made the round of 16, and they actually lost very convincingly to France, who ended up winning that title. I was actually, I was in Russia for that World Cup, and 2019 they lost. I think they went out the semi-finals, I think, in that Copa America in 2019 in Brazil. So it just seemed like they just couldn't get over the line, and Messi. It seemed like Messi could never. People thought Messi was never going to win a major tournament, but he's made another final at 39 years old, and that's an incredible achievement. And you know, Argentina should be very proud of themselves, and it's going to be a brilliant match against Spain in the final. Lamine Yamal, the young prodigy versus the greatest player of all time. So it's going to be interesting. But in terms of England, they do deserve a lot of credit for making it to the semi-finals, but they just can't. They just don't have that. Unfortunately, they haven't had that cutting edge in big moments, and you have to wonder why. Do they need to be a bit more possession-based? I'm not too sure. I don't know. It's just one of those things that, but I really hope they win a title. I think they will win the Euro 2028 in their home country. I think they will win that. But, yeah, it's just disappointing for them that they couldn't get the job done for their nation. But, yeah, congratulations to Argentina, and good luck for them. Good luck to them in the final. Thank you. Bye.